So interestingly, peace is one of the qualities of the Absolute. And interestingly, it's a quality that our personality likes to avoid. The personality doesn't like peace because peace requires the personality to soften and often to surrender, be put down. So it has a vested interest in trying to keep peace away. Typically, what manifests with peace when we make contact with peace of the Absolute is a stillness. And this is a primordial stillness. This is a stillness that comes before everything. And in the Buddhist framing and in my teaching, the experience of cessation is the center of the universe, the center of the Absolute. That's where it all starts. And cessation is the deepest peacefulness and the most profound stillness available. They have such depth and such ability to quiet that all of materiality, all of mentality cease. And that's where the term cessation comes from. In Theravada Buddhism, cessation is the same as nibbana, nirvana. It is the deepest experience that can be had, and it's the core of all reality and always has been. So with peace, again, there's stillness. When we make contact, it invites a relaxation. It allows us to open and surrender the doing, surrender the assertion of personality and a sense of self. And we allow the Absolute to function with less manipulation on our part. We're not trying to control the experience. We're simply being with what's here. When we make contact with peacefulness and peace, it will create a reaction in the personality. For some people, there's a sense of worry. There can be a sense of anxiety. All of that is because the personality gets it's going to lose control. I'm not going to be in charge of everything. I'm not going to be able to dictate how reality functions. So, and interestingly, the personality fears if I let go into the peace and stillness, I'm going to lose my sense of self. I'm going to lose my personality. I'm going to lose my driver. I'm not going to want to do anything. I'm going to be an ultimate couch potato, and no one's going to want to interact with me. So the end result of our personality's worry will usually land us in some type of life where nobody wants to be with us, we're incapable of maintaining relationship or work or jobs, and that we'll probably become mentally disturbed by not having contact with that sense of self. Of course, none of that's true, but that's the typical reactivity, the reaction that we have when we come in contact with peace and stillness, particularly the first few times. Peace is also present when there isn't conflict, when there isn't any kind of dissatisfactoriness or suffering, what traditionally is called dukkha in Theravada Buddhism. So when there's no dissatisfactoriness, we're content. When there's no suffering, we're not seeking happiness for the personality or personal pleasure. We can be and experience pleasure simply by the contact with peacefulness and stillness as qualities of the Absolute. Whatever peacefulness touches becomes peaceful. Whatever stillness meets becomes still. And yet we can't really pursue peace. We open to it, and we open to it in part by relaxing, by stopping asserting the sense of self, by trying to get somewhere, by trying to control our experience.